We might be standing on the verge of something great.
High risk, high reward. I'm fucking good at it.
Welcome to the Official Unofficial Industry Podcast. We are your hosts, the Titans of Industry. I'm Schmear, that's Jesse, and that is Sena, Jay.
Yes, sir.
And we are here to talk about Industry Season 4, Episode 4. We are already halfway through the season, which is insane. And we might have to be discussing potentially Industry's darkest episode yet. 1,000 Yoots, 1 Marilyn. And goddamn, guys, how you feeling?
I am feeling conflicted.
Say more.
But I'm feeling. I didn't think that we could surpass episode 2 in terms of taking it there.
Mm-hmm.
This is close for me. How do you feel, Jay?
I think that the last, 10 minutes of this episode, some of the best filmmaking that has ever been done on this show. And yeah, like you're saying, episode 2, we were like, that's fucking cinema after episode 2. And I was just, I'm blown away by this episode and I'm feeling sick to my stomach. That's my chief emotion right now. My second emotion is that we've pivoted now to a full video podcast. So the semen retention and the salmon sperm egg injections are really working right now. I don't know if everyone can see. I'm trying to tighten the skin up.
That's cute.
But man, this fucking episode.
So do you guys agree? Is it the darkest Industry episode we've ever had?
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's just not the entire thing, but what the place it gets to.
Exactly.
And honestly, the places that all the characters are in, like, I don't think we've ever been at more of a low.
Yeah, I think what you said is really apt. There have been episodes, White Christmas and
White Christmas is the only competitor to me. Yeah,
episode 2, but also episode 2 of this season. Those are like endurance tests. That's 50 minutes or an hour, or whatever, of difficult TV. The last 10 minutes of this episode, I think, make up for both of those episodes.
Pound for pound, I think I agree. Like it's like pound for pound, it takes you lower than I think that. And we've gone low. Like, I think it takes you lower than any other episode.
I mean, it also just reflects like an emptiness within all the characters.
Completely.
That's exemplified by 2 characters. But really, I mean, we'll get to stock up, stock down at the end. But I'll just spoil it. Stock down's everyone. Like,
everyone.
Jesus.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I was actually talking to Mrs. Schmear about this. I was saying that anyone that found happiness or was close to it or understood the meaning of life has left the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rob is the only one, like,
he's in California.
Yeah, like anyone who's figured it out actually has vamoosed, and we're left with the saddest bottom feeders left.
Yeah, agreed.
Isn't that such a depressing but resounding underlining of the thesis of this show? Like, money rots the whole
to deal with these people.
Yeah. If you are in this world, you are rotten and cutthroat.
Yep.
We have so much fun talking about this, and I have so much fun watching the show. But when you step back and think about it, like, it really is a race to the bottom, and it is quite depressing.
Circling
There's
the
so
drain.
much style and humor and great things that we have a ball with, but like, this reminds you that no one's happy. The closer they are to wealth, the further they are from happiness, from being themselves, from whatever. And yeah, this was a stark reminder of that.
I think what you're saying, again, makes a lot of sense. It's this race to the bottom. And I think some of my favorite shows of the last 2 decades
are that.
I'm specifically thinking of Barry right now, which should be no
Barry,
surprise to anyone.
Severance,
Sopranos,
my favorite.
I mean,
those are shows, the stakes start out
Succession.
And you're like, oh, it's fun. Yeah, Succession's a great example. You're like, it's fun, like, oh, it's dirty. Everyone's kind of, fucking each other over.
And then it punches you in the teeth.
Yeah,
and
you're like,
hits you so
fuck,
hard.
we're not playing.
That
This is
you're
not the
left with
playground.
nothing else to say.
yeah.
We're not in a sandbox. We're in a ball pit full of knives.
Yeah. Oh my God. Ball pit full of knives is perfect.
And you're almost like nostalgic for the old days. And I certainly am. I am nostalgic for Pierpoint.
What happened to the game I love? Like, what happened to like them winning? It's sad.
No, there's no winners, only losers.
Yeah.
Let's get into the episode. We have a lot to discuss. Let's start with Jim Dyker because that's how the episode starts, Charlie Heaton's character. And I'm just curious what you guys maybe glean about him from seeing a little snapshot of his home life and what he's dealing with and his anxiety.
Yeah. I think his, what do we even call her? You can't call her his ex. They had sex
baby
one
mama.
time. And yeah, baby mama, right?
Yeah.
There is a word for it after all.
The mother of his children. Let's not use charged language like that. It's the mother of his child.
You're right. She says to him, absolutely no one knows you exist, which I think is just like the perfect entry point for this episode. He walks into his house. It's been robbed basically, or like turned over in search of something. I'm getting like very conversation parallax view vibes from this beginning. He's so fucking paranoid. He's like, this guy's been idling outside my house. His home life is a mess. He's a mess.
Snacking on Ritalin.
And you understand now why he's so desperate. Like his desperation didn't make sense in the previous episodes. Now I'm like, oh, okay. Like it adds up. This guy is absolutely a rat in a cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's very stressful. He thinks Sagar has been watching his house. The score is fidgety. The editing is very hectic. We do get the sense that his editor is planning on sending him to Accra. Did you guys get that? Like, is that going to occur?
Yeah. He believes in him, I think. And he believes in the story.
God is up. We're in Africa. This story, I'm loving it. And I think he will go. I think he has to.
Well, we'll see. We'll see by episode's end. Let's head over to Tender. We meet a character. I guess we saw him last episode, but he's like the chief of comms. His name is Robin. He's played by John Joe O'Neill, and him and Yasmin are beefing. Yasmin is trying to assert dominance, which is what she does. That's her nature. And she's trying to elbow her way into this company and have a role for herself. I don't like Robin. But I don't like him because he says something that,
I don't like Yaz here.
What does he say?
Robin says something that it felt targeted.
About Charlie XCX?
It felt pointed. He said that there should be a fucking tariff on podcast equipment.
They've said that about us so many times. They said that about us last time
Conrad
we did this
and
podcast.
Mickey, I'm glad you dispatched with this character by the end.
Don't send a message to them.
No. I'm sending a message. I'm glad you dispatched with this character because there should be a fucking tariff on some people's podcast equipment. That's what Robin.
Everyone but us.
Yeah,
everyone but us.
Exactly.
Okay,
it's us against the world, boys. So we've known that since the beginning.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Underdog mentality.
Okay. Okay.
So there's a lot happening in these scenes. So we're basically cutting between three sort of war rooms. We have Tender, but we have two offices. We've got Whitney trying to strike a deal with Pierpoint. We have Henry, Yaz, and this guy Robin trying to outline a launch strategy, publicity strategy. And then we have Harper and her merry band of bandits over at
savages, of mercenaries,
Stern Tao, planning their short, trying to figure out, is Dyker's story going to make waves enough to bring down Tender? Were you guys able to keep up? It moves very fast. Like, what did you think of all this? Like, everyone just kind of like battening down the hatches.
Yeah, I feel like I did. Like the way that a lot of people talk about industry is that they don't like the nuts and bolts. I love the nuts and bolts. I love the details.
Saying that?
A lot of people online, they're like, what the fuck is a short? They're like, I don't know. I don't understand. I love understanding the stakes based on the actual like financial scaffolding, like because even if I have to do a lot of Googles after, it makes me more invested. So I liked it.
I've said this before, but I think one of the superpowers of this show is allowing us to understand really, really complex situations
with emotion.
Yeah, exactly. Emotion's always the heart of it. So I understand
with score, with filmmaking too.
Yeah, exactly. You always kind of know what's going on, even if you don't exactly know like how these things work.
Because they hold your hand. They like drag us into understanding. I agree. Yeah.
But not in a patronizing way. It's in a way that's like, you guys are going to keep up. And if you want to do your extra homework and you're Googling after, go for it.
Are you confused? Here's how it sounds. Yeah. This is how you should be feeling.
Yeah. Wait, speaking of score, Nathan McKay's back with the Social Network thing.
Yeah. No, I heard it.
Dude,
too.
me too.
I love it. And
Yeah.
I need some answers, but
too.
I fucking love it.
I love it too.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
That was episode 1, right? We got
Yep.
Hand Covers
That's
Bruises
back.
or whatever. Yeah. Yes. So Pierpoint's back, powering Tender. That's a kind of a point of contention, whether Tender's powering Pierpoint or Pierpoint's powering Tender. We don't really know, but at this moment, Pierpoint.
Tender's offering a dinosaur a digital future.
I love this reference to Pierpoint as this kind of like Bear Stearns Lehman Brothers thing where people are like now snatching up gym bags on eBay in an ironic way. I love that. That's a great detail.
That's a good pull. Someone's been on eBay. So let's just close the loop on Yaz and this guy, Robin. So she's just beefing with this dude, and it seems like he's not long for this world, especially when Yasmin pulls her strings and gets Alexander Norton into Tender. And we hear reference that Moritz from the last episode does have his column in the newspaper now.
Yeah.
And Yaz is like just hand waving it away. Like, whatever. It's clicks or
Nazi,
something.
who cares?
Yeah, fascist blowhards. I mean,
so in this meeting, Robin starts to get a little bitchy, and he doesn't realize that Whitney is on speakerphone. And I was wondering, do you guys know what, like, we've seen this in, like, this exact thing where this, like, ghostly, scary voice comes in on the speakerphone, has been listening the whole time?
I can't think of another
reference
place
or something, but I just loved it.
No,
especially Max Minghella's voice coming in, you're like, oof.
Whoa, yeah.
I feel like it's not a reference, but it's something that's used a lot.
It's like the Sith Lord, like, is just in the room with you.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
oh my God, that's exactly what it is. It is Darth Sidious coming in, I loved it, man.
So right after this, Whitney shares with Yasmin that she shouldn't be worrying about Dyker, that he's gonna take it all down because he has, quote, photographic evidence. Now, it's a very quick reference, but it just speaks to Whitney, like, basically having an ops recon operation going, which we don't see. He doesn't say, I have recon going on Jim Dyker, but like, it's a very passing quick reference to suggest that they're doing some shady shit to take down the opposition.
It rings so true of this quote of where it's like, yes, you are paranoid, but also they are after you. You know, it's like he is not wrong. And that's crazy to me that in that moment they confirmed it, but like I thought it was hilarious.
No, it makes us question, is the guy idling outside his house actually waiting for his girl, or is he idling? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. The point is, it doesn't matter because now we feel the same paranoia that Dyker feels.
Yep.
Right. The car the night of could have been the reconnaissance, and then the next day it's the person, you know?
Exactly.
Yep.
That state of unknowing that's heightened by cocaine and Ritalin. So
state of unknowing. I like that.
Let's talk about Rishi.
Yeah, speaking of cocaine and Ritalin.
Please.
Jeez Louise, man.
My boy.
If we thought Rishi learned lessons from what happened to him last season, he hasn't. He's taken the opposite approach.
My baby. Like, poor guy. He just doesn't know how to get out of his own way.
He's got nowhere else to go, though. He can't get a job. He can't buy it. Like, he I was about to say, never mind.
My poor boy. Yeah, I don't know.
So Rishi's dealing drugs under an overpass, and he's being called daddy by a girl who looks 16 years old.
Yeah.
Don't even take it there. Don't even take it there.
What did she look like to you? I hope she's of age.
She's 18.
I don't know.
He wouldn't go. My boy wouldn't go that low. She's 18.
My boy Rishi's in a dark fucking spot.
Darker than ever, dude. Like,
yeah.
So his deceased wife's mother,
his cow-in-law, as she is called on his phone. If it couldn't get darker while he's getting head from a questionably aged woman while selling cocaine, his cow-in-law calls, and it's not good news. Let's just say it's not good news.
It's not great. No.
So Rishi has to sign some official documents so that his child Hugo can be taken out of the country by his in-laws. And it's extremely, I wrote, is this quid pro quo? And no, it's just lopsided. It's just
Yeah.
Taken out of the country and stripped of his surname.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. Unassociated completely.
Yeah. It's really sad.
And the cherry on top from the cow-in-law, any anger I feel towards you is dwarfed by my faith in God, which is just, I hate backhanded shit, and I hate it when it's religious too.
When they bring the Lord into it, you know it's fucked. It's cooked. And like, it made me cringe. I was like, oh God.
I want to offer a counter feeling to what you guys felt in that moment. And look, I'm not on team cow-in-law, that's for sure. I'm team Rishi till I die.
Yes,
but there was something.
I was about to say, be careful.
No, of course. There was something really, really melancholic and like beautiful. The score comes in, and it's like the score was really giving me the chills in this moment. She's kind of like, she's preaching him about the power of grace in this moment. And yes, it's backhanded, but she's like, she kind of is like, there is grace in the world. There is forgiveness and grace. And there was something really, I don't know, there was something really chilling to me about it, especially knowing where we're going.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of with him on this. I agree. There was like this feeling of, it wasn't anywhere close to forgiveness, but it was like something between forgiveness and condemnation. I felt there, and I agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like she's saying, I don't know, it's like everyone's going to be judged. I don't know. I don't exactly know what it was, but there was just something really.
Take it up with God. Take it up with God is what she was saying.
Yeah, exactly. It was very sensitive.
It's not on me. Take it up with God.
Yeah. But man, he's never gonna fucking see this kid again, is he? He's like,
sad.
Will I ever be able to be alone with this kid? And she's like, come on, that's not a good idea.
Yeah,
and
let's be real.
We know that she's right.
You got my daughter killed. Like, let's be real.
Rishi.
I love you, Rishi.
All right, let's discuss a couple developments over at Stern Tau, and then we'll hit up this conference with Henry Muck. So 2 things are occurring, some progress being made. And one is thanks to Sweet Pea, who has opened up a line of communication with Jonah.
Yeah.
And we get the return of Cal Penn. It's been off the air for a couple episodes. He's so great in this.
He's so sick.
He's so fantastic.
I love him. Mr. Cold to Space back.
Sweet Pea calls him and he's at the strip club. Mm-hmm. And she's really Jonah doesn't need money. He doesn't even need women. He just kind of wants someone to talk to and vent to about
100%.
what happened to him. To validate his feelings, to get it all off his chest.
To bitch to. He wants to cry to someone. Yeah.
And we learn a little bit about Whitney, which is so unsurprising. But what Jonah says is that Whitney would ply guests with so much alcohol and partying and not take part in any of it himself and close deals that way. And it's just so sociopathic.
And we knew it about him. We knew he was a fucking psycho.
He's an alien wearing a skin suit.
Yeah. Oh, so good. So good. It's so good to confirm it.
He parties like a pre-crisis Florida realtor.
That was great. That was a great line.
And what's so incredible about learning that about him is that it's in such stark contrast to his sexual proclivities. You know, it's like he is a master manipulator that likes to get pegged. You know, it's like this weird like social profile.
Yeah,
that I'm still trying to put together.
Interesting.
Yeah, I have a theory, and we'll get to it a little later. But I'm very curious. Yeah, I would just love us to do a little deeper dive into Whitney.
Yeah, let's do it.
God,
a little bit
he
later.
Deserves it.
But Jonah says, "Do me the courtesy of burying him deep enough that his kind don't respond."
That was crazy, dude. I love that.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh my God.
Good.
Yeah. No, there's some, I mean, and look, going back to the first conversation we had, he's responding this way because there was real love there as far as Jonah was concerned.
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
Jonah because
was like,
later in this, Whitney's like, I've been trying to get rid of him for years.
Yeah, I don't even know him. No, on God. And I said earlier, I was like, oh, Whitney really loves him. I was wrong. I'll admit that right now. Full stop. This is a man who loves no one but himself. Yeah. Like I thought that there was a real relationship. It's clear after this episode. Nope.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The other thing that they're kind of poking at is this guy, Tony Day, who is the CFO of Tender out of Accra in Ghana. And Tony Day, from what I gathered, started working with the company like 10 years ago. And he was just a failed businessman, failing ever upwards till he got this job at Tender. And we see a picture of him with this novelty check for $50 million, which I don't believe is real.
What gives you that idea?
Yeah, I don't know.
What could possibly give you that inclination?
I thought of Happy Gilmore with all the novelty checks in his car. And then I forgot, is it Sweet Pea who says this? But someone's like, I wonder if anyone's ever flown to Accra and knocked on his door.
I think it's Sweet Pea, right?
I hope that happens.
Yeah. Tony Day, by the way, great name. Just, we don't need to dwell on it, but great name.
By the way, Tony Day backwards is Yad Yanot, which means nothing. I was just trying to put it
What the fuck? I thought he was going to hit us with some Hebrew.
No,
I was like, oh shit. 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 Where are we about to go?
Yeah, Dino T. Yeah,
I was literally walking myself through the name backwards, like, oh shit. He's about to drop some real knowledge on us. Fuck you. Fuck you.
That is in the first half.
Fuck you,
man. Well, that's just how conspiracy brain we all are watching this new season of
Tinfoil
TV.
hats on.
Yeah, honestly. All right, so let's head to this conference. I forget the name of it, but it doesn't really matter. But
Women in STEM or some shit. No.
Before we get into Henry Muck, who's the star keynote speaker, let's talk about Hayley.
My girl.
She's a little rat.
Oh, no, we're not there yet. Let's talk about Yasmin and her in this first interaction here.
We hate snitches, Jesse.
So Yasmin runs into her in the hallway, and Yaz does this whole like, oh, I love women. Like I cry for you. What happened to you, poor baby girl?
False.
Crocodile tears. Well, Hayley, they hug, and I wouldn't even say they hug. Like Yasmin hugs Hayley.
Yasmin forces her into the hug. Yeah,
and Yasmin makes this like little face where she does like this little eye flutter, like left to right, like, oh my fuck, why am I dealing with this? Or
dude, Yasmin has been so dirty since season 1.
Yeah, she's the last person who should care about women's issues.
She's played this card again and again in a way that like no other show would dare to cross that line.
Yeah.
Of like how she is dirty in this way. Like she is willing to play that card every single time. Like I don't even want to like say it too much because like I feel it's 3 dudes talking on a podcast mic. Like I get it, but
no, that's right. Yeah,
she's just like she'll just take it there. She'll just leverage this situation. Like she's just willing to play the card.
She's victimized, and has been victimized, and knows the language of sexual assault and abuse, and uses
not scared to turn it into a knife. Like
completely,
turn it into a knife and stick it,
which makes it more complicated.
Makes it so difficult. Like it's like even hard to talk about like between 3 men. Like it's like. It's so ugly. It's so
gross
ugly.
What she does.
It's gross.
But Marisa with the eye flutter, that was great.
So good.
You guys caught that?
Such a good choice. I agree. Such a good choice.
All right, so let's go to the green room where Henry Muck is feeling, let's just say, a lack of confidence. Yeah.
Let's leave it at that. Yeah.
Ripping his push-ups.
Yeah.
What did you say, Sena? He's chewing gunpowder the other episode?
Yeah.
I've never heard that expression.
I
like that.
All right. Well, there's 3 episodes in a row of saying Kit Harington looks amazing. So, anyways, he gets motivation from not Yaz, but from Whitney, who tells him to go out there and tell them about your conscience. This is like this word conscience comes up like 3 or 4 times in this episode. And I was wondering if you guys noted that. What do you think that means? Like, why is that important?
I think because everyone involved has none. Right. That's why, but they are willing to leverage it as a word to try to get what they need, in the moment, like conscience. Like none of these people have a conscience, right?
I actually think Muck does.
I think Muck does too.
I don't think so.
I think Henry Muck's a good guy. I think
Jesse.
No, I do too.
Say that again slowly.
I think Henry Muck is a good guy. I think he's been through so much. Come on, hey, don't shame his addiction.
No, I'm not shaming it. Me, most of all, I would never shame someone that's addicted to anything. We don't shame vice on here, but you hurt people when you are addicted to things.
Absolutely. No, of course. I just think that Henry Muck has been through so much, and he's
his heart's in the right place.
He is. He even. Well, now are we going to jump into his little speech? Because it sort of seems like we're tipping into that.
Sure.
Jump into it. Let's do it.
On the topic, though, I just want to say that Whitney, part of his motivation pump-up speech, says, everything in me screams that you are more and I am less, which is some fucking talented Mr. Ripley shit.
Sociopathic shit, dude. He's fucking, it works. He's so good.
Henry's one of the few last real people in this. It's not just that he has the money.
Really?
It's that he has a soul, but the soul is now being puppeteered.
Yeah, by Yaz, by like fucking
well, it's
Whitney.
Not working from Yaz. Yaz goes straight to "Are you using again?" before this speech when he's having a panic attack. Whitney knows exactly how to cut to the soul of what. Whitney knows how to motivate him along.
I'm with
Yaz
you. I'm with
like,
you again.
Just fucking with him.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, we can get into the speech.
He gets out on stage for his speech, and
very Kendall Roy talking about Gojo.
So that's the first thing I was gonna fucking say. Like, absolutely that. Like, it was like I was like, oh, they're channeling.
I knew exactly how it would go. He would stumble and then he would crush it.
I was about to say this is a big trope that's employed a lot. We've seen it in Succession, where you get out stage and you start stumbling. The teleprompter's not working. There's some coughs in the background. And then you see a little look in the eye. And I'm saying it's a trope. And this trope fucking works so well. He starts he starts saying intransigence and talking about his upbringing.
Did Henry Muck go to Rada?
No. It's like word salad in the best way. He dropped a couple of bars and then he had his momentum. I was like,
I want to come in for a landing here on why I think that Henry Muck is a good person. Because he is speaking from his soul in this moment. Of course, he's doing it to inspire the masses and to sell a product, but the teleprompter wasn't working. The shit that was already written wasn't working. So he digs deep into himself. He reflects on all the shit, and what he comes up with, he says, sincerity is the world's rarest commodity right now, and he is speaking from a sincere place.
I agree.
I think that Henry Muck is a good person,
but. Same guy that laid off an entire company in season 3, by the way, and didn't blink.
He's repenting though. But Henry Muck, no, I'm just saying, like, he is a transmutable. He knows that he's fucked up in the past. He's a victim of abuse. He's a victim of abuse.
You're such a kind man, Jesse.
Now he's a victim of abuse from his wife.
Yeah.
People have always written him off as being this like fucked up rich guy.
He's self-aware about class and the lack of class mobility.
He is. I'll give him that. But this is someone that's sitting atop the pile, talking down to everyone else. That's why I don't want to give him.
He's not doing that.
He's meeting them on the level in this moment. I think.
No. There's no way for him to meet them on the level because he is at the top of the pile and he has been since he was fucking born.
Listen,
don't give these people. Okay. I love Mark Zuckerberg wearing a gold chain and talking on the Joe Rogan podcast, but he's not one of us, no matter what he says.
Yeah, but Zuckerberg's a robot. Zuckerberg could never speak from that place of sincerity like Henry Muck could.
Okay, fair. Then some. Yeah. Anyways, I'll get off my.
I wrote down, Jesse. I think Henry has a good heart, and he's being played by Whitney.
Yeah, I'm with
Whitney
you.
has found the perfect, pliable, handsome, sincere doofus
that he might want
that makes
him
it
to
extra sad for
and he wants him to fuck
he's
him
in
in the ass.
this.
Yeah. No, he wants him to fuck him in the ass.
So
like that's
Muck
to
gets
that
on
end.
stage and goes right for Whitney.
Yep,
not yes.
Swap. Boy, let's talk that shit.
Yaz is stunned in this moment. The woman was too stunned to speak.
Exactly. Right.
They embrace, and it's a beautiful embrace.
So next comes a scene that I liked, and I just wish it was like even stronger, but it's this conflict between Dyker and Muck, which we've been hoping to see, and this is it. And I just wish it had a little more power. First of all, we get a cameo from Chicken Shop Date, Amelia de Moldenberg.
Yeah,
my girl.
About AI.
Love that.
Good to see her.
Love her.
So Dyker, out of this scrum of reporters, says to Muck, "What does Tenda actually do?" And Whitney steps in and throws like the most word salad at him.
Yep.
I'd love to know what you guys thought of the scene, but I wish it went further. And then, we get this there's great filmmaking, because we see, Yaz on one side in white, Harper on the Dyker side in black.
Yep.
And I just I wanted that shit to just like froth over more. Like, I don't know.
I actually was satisfied, like very satisfied with it. As someone that is like a tech alumnus, like this is how a lot of these things go. Like it's like everyone doesn't quite know what they're talking about, but they're willing to talk around it in a way that certain people like understand. I think if they took it any further, they made it any frothier, like you called it, I think it would be unrealistic. You know, like I've been at these conferences, I've been at these talks, and when someone wants to shake the room, they do it the way that Whitney does it, though not perfectly.
Like, if I have any lingering question mark about this season, it's that, like, what underpins this Harper versus Tender battle? Like, besides it just being a plot point, like
money.
No, because like I want it to be more of like this Harper Yaz deep-seated hatred, love, whatever. And I just don't know if I'm getting like the proper underlying motivation.
You don't feel stakes.
I mean, I feel the stakes, but I just like want a deeper reason to
I feel like
this battle, this war.
No, I feel like it's deep enough. This is both their survival that's on the table, despite their relationship, right? Like it's a survival question. This will make or break either one of them, right? If Yaz loses, that's a huge stain on her life, on her career. And if Harper loses, that's it. As an American in Europe trying to make her life in the financial game, like that's enough. Like those are the stakes, right? Like it's win or lose, live or die.
Yeah, I guess it's just 4 episodes in. I wish that I saw a Harper Yaz something.
Yeah,
it's coming.
I was going to say.
It's coming, though. It's coming.
Yeah,
you know it's coming. They're
Sena,
saving that punch.
Everything you're saying, I think, is absolutely right. It is life or death. But, Gabriel, I think you raise an interesting question because, like, in season 3, we knew exactly why Harper was angling, why she was doing what she was doing. It was Eric versus Harper. There was a blood battle going on, and we understood.
But we had those 3 seasons to build up to that, right? And this one, they've cleared the board, right? They've taken all their cards off the table. It's a new thing.
I don't think I fully agree because in the first 2 episodes, we see Yaz and Harper simpatico in some way. Like there's not outright beef when they meet up in the first couple episodes. So I guess I am wondering why all of a sudden it is like Battle of the Titans.
Again, like to me, like, you know, I think that Gabriel can even understand this too. It's like everyone's a friend, everyone's an enemy in business, right? Like they never felt like they were like besties. We don't see them like hanging out one-on-one. That we see them leveraging each other, like, hey, where am I seated? Who am I with? I'll come to this. Like, it's like this weird, like, we can still use each other, but right now we're not friends. I don't think they're friends. And it's quickly turned to enemies because now there's a financial incentive, right? Like, okay, my company needs this. My company needs this. That kind of relationship that's tenuous already can flip on a dime, right? Like, I think that it makes sense that they're beefing so hard.
Yeah. So then we get this scene with Jim Dyker and his editor, and still love this editor, the guy from Station 11.
So good.
And Jim gets fired for journalistic impropriety. I don't think they teach stalking at Columbia Journalism School or wherever else.
He also implies that there are charges being pressed against him for coercion and sexual assault.
The guy's fucking up. Yeah.
I felt bad for Dyker. I couldn't help it.
I didn't. I was like, no. Oh my God.
Dyker is spinning out in this moment.
You guys are too much of a fan of the people that are fucking up. Like, no.
I think you're too much of a fan of the bad guys. Like, I think we have a very gray understanding of who's right and who's wrong in the show. But like,
I love
getting that opening scene with Charlie Heaton, like I thought was intensely humanizing for him. And I know what he did, and it was gross, and it remains gross. But like,
it was fireable, no?
Yeah,
definitely. No, there's no integrity.
Why are we feeling bad for him? No, there's none. No journalistic integrity.
Because he's a human. His life is spinning out. His life is spinning out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, of course, that's fair.
And there's that word again, conscience, that comes up in this little interaction too. So we'll get back to Dyker. Yaz gets a position elevation in a very humorous, very medieval scene where Whitney basically tells her to fire him. And this is like the Joker in Dark Knight. Like, we're going to have tryouts, basically. She's like, shoot that man. And she does. So I watched this the first time. I watched this the first time without subtitles. And I thought that Robin said that this is the Diane Kruger effect. The gorgeous German actress Diane Kruger.
Diane Kruger effect. Oh my God. I wish it was the Diane Kruger effect.
I was like, what is the Diane Kruger effect?
Guten
Oh my
Nacht,
God.
Herr Kruger, you know what I mean?
Star in National Treasure and then in Inglourious Bastards. That's the Diane Kruger effect.
No, but it's the Dunning-Kruger effect, which I looked
Dunning-Kruger
up.
effect. Yeah, please tell us what it is.
I have an elementary understanding of it, but essentially it's stupid people overestimating their intelligence and very smart people underestimating their intelligence. And that causes a mishmash.
Yep.
And how does that apply to the situation attender to you?
Well, I think Robin is the smart one, right?
Yeah.
And everyone else is a fucking idiot. And all the idiots think they know how to run this thing. And he's like, you guys don't see the writing on the wall like I do. But okay, fire me. Make your bed.
Robin's a fuck. But could he be right about this?
I think he probably is.
I think he is.
He's like, you kids are having your fun. Go for it. I've been around the block. You guys are going to crash and burn.
I see where this ends. I've seen this story play out before. I think he's right.
And do you think it most specifically grafts onto Whitney?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he sees Whitney as the puppet master, and I think he sees
also
the emptiness. Yes, of course, the emptiness.
But Whitney
this whole episode is about the emptiness. We're going to get there in a minute, but it's all about the emptiness, and he sees how fucking empty Whitney is.
Whitney is a fucking fraud.
Yeah,
like he is 100%.
I think Whitney is a good person. I'm kidding.
See,
Sena, I got you.
Oh, man.
Very funny.
This next section in the outline is called Goddamn Calabasas. So
break it down for us.
I'll let Sena do this because he loves Kiernan Shipka most. Can you tell us about? No.
Don't put me on the hot seat. No, don't put me on the hot seat.
No. You hung out with her at the premiere, and I want to know. We're gonna talk personal now. Yeah, we're gonna drop some names.
Cut that.
No. So I want to know, you love Mad Men, you love Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, you love Kiernan Shipka. And so she goes full heel turn in this scene. So I want to know what you thought of it. Set the stage for us and tell me how it went for you.
Okay. What I'd prefer is, look, she's I told her, since you're going to drop this, I told her when we met, you are one of my chosen white women. You are chosen by me. There are a few that I choose that I'll go to war for.
I want a separate podcast where we just break down, we draft Sena's white women.
We've done White Boys of the Year. This is chosen white women.
White women is much tougher for me. It's like, there are much fewer. It's this very specific college of women that she is part of.
Okay.
I'd prefer you set the scene, and because I don't like rats.
Okay,
because I don't like rats.
There are no rats. What are you talking about? Everything's cool.
Go ahead.
So Hayley and Yasmin go for an elevator ride, and it's just a full heel turn for Hayley. She says, "I was a child model, for fuck's sake. I'm used to men sexually assaulting me or harassing me or whatever." And she turns to Yaz and she said, you elevated me because you raped me, right? And she says, it's not because I sucked your husband's cock so good. And as she then says, why did it feel like it was your cock in my mouth? I like that. And I'm just like, whoa, hey, Hayley from the top rope.
Can we pause?
From the top rope is crazy.
It was like watching the horror movie, like Monster, just like come alive and come out of the person. And she says, I got great advice from a former boss. Baby, not a single one of us gets out of this alive. And Yaz is usually the one saying this crazy shit and making the power plays. And she just gets owned in this elevator. It doesn't end there, Sena, does it?
Just keep going.
No. I want to hear. You've been too quiet over there.
No. Don't put it on me. Don't put it on me. You keep going.
No, you're the co-host of the industry podcast.
I am one of the three titans. Jesse, please take this. I can't do it. I can't.
It's not that scandalous. You're acting like such a prude over there. She walks out of the elevator and she stares Yaz down the barrel and says, "Thank you, mommy,"
while lifting her skirt to show her lingerie.
Yeah, crazy.
Look. What I will say about this and about this scene is that she might be my favorite character this
Hayley?
season. Yes.
Yeah, no.
Hayley might be my favorite character this season.
She's been lurking in the corner the entire season, like in the shadows. She's just been waiting like a fucking, I don't know, snake in the grass, ready to...
No, like a wraith, like a succubus.
But she hasn't necessarily given any indication that she is that. So that's what makes this so exciting and surprising. Besides the sexual acts in, the last episode.
Yeah. But you knew that something was loading because she's just like, there are just these meaningful looks always. There's the camera lingers on her for a little bit too long as she's watching and observing. And you're like, what's her angle? And she shows her hand in this scene.
Yeah.
Full heel turn.
Yeah. Crazy. It's a great scene from Kiernan Shipka.
Look, Conrad and Mickey do this thing. And there's someone wrote this in an article that I love, this guy named Fraser. When he was talking about industry, he was like, industry has this come to death row kind of like open invite for people that would like to do something they haven't done in the past. Like, it's like, hey, we want to cast you against type for the sake of you getting to spread your wings and do something fun and crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what's more against type than Sabrina the Teenage Witch showing her lingerie, like
Sally Draper
skirt.
too. Bro, Sally Draper.
Dang. Like you talk working against the guy from Stranger Things. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How do we get here? It's like, I love it. I just love it. She's gone all the way.
Before we get to Dyker and Rishi and a crazy night out, I just want to close the loop on Whitney. He says to Muck, "You have an innate worth that supersedes the life you were born into. I believe that about myself too. It's what I live to achieve and I yearn to do, to show the world my true value." And I think that it's the best and clearest understanding of Whitney's driving philosophy that we've gotten yet. And I know we've on the internet, people are like, he's so mysterious, he's so evil. Like, I think that we know who he is in this moment and in his actions. And I think who he is, it's not someone motivated to make all the money in the world. It's not someone motivated to have fancy things. Like, he is dropped onto this earth to try to play the system and fuck up the world and just see if he can get away with it.
Yeah.
Yep. To get one up on niggas.
I love the Ripley stories, but I've also read the Patricia Highsmith, the books. And that character, he's just truly an alien creature who's not in it for the most money or the nicest clothes. He's in it to see if he can win our world.
It's for the love of the game. It's for the love of the fucking game.
It's true.
Yep.
But it's just extreme sociopathy.
What's the really annoying Dark Knight quote?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Exactly right. I'm telling you, he's Joker pilled, Jester pilled.
Yeah.
Do you have any other thoughts about his philosophy? Because, I think not to get all, AP philosophy, but
we're about to get AP philosophy, I think, when we get into this last scene.
Gabriel, don't even lead with that because that's just your whole MO.
Well,
no, I love it. We're about to get there. Go ahead.
It's just, this is existentialism. This is believing that your meaning and value are not given to you by your birth, your class, your circumstance. It's what you do day to day to grab life for yourself. So it's a mix of dark sociopathy with genuine existential belief in oneself.
It's low cunning. Yeah.
To just change reality to what you need and what you think you can do. And I don't know, it's just a crazy character. I love Max Minghella in the role, and I love how they write him, and I love how he's performing it.
Completely.
Any other thoughts about Whitney?
No, I think it was really well said.
Should we enter 12 minutes of hell on earth?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Because we're going to get philosophical here, too. We have to.
All right. So I think Rishi's at a urinal and Jim Dyker comes in, or vice versa. But anyways, these two are at the same bar. and it's the Disgusting Brothers, one could say. Another Succession reference. And they share a cigarette outside, and Dyker's just fucking loaded, and he's just straight up like, what was it like seeing your wife get shot in the head?
Yeah, dude.
And he's so incessant, and Rishi's also just annoying. But I think if we're gonna side with one or the other, I think we're a little sympathetic to Rishi. Like, get this fucking guy off his back.
Move out move around, bro. Like, nigga, like 100%. I don't even think it's that, like, both bad, but I don't even think it's that much of like a controversial thing to say. We're on Rishi's side.
And then some dude who's we don't know if he's a good Samaritan or not, but he stops them from smoking a PCP cigarette, and then they're like, "You want a beer?" And of course, suddenly they're now at Rishi's apartment, just ripping lines of coke or ketamine. What was it?
I put ket on. I put ket on them. Not that I'm an expert or anything, but I think ket.
So we learn a couple of interesting things. That the man who killed Rishi's wife is getting off on a manslaughter charge and claiming schizophrenia. That guy did not seem schizophrenic. He just seemed like a
he had
murderer.
A good lawyer.
He has a great lawyer. Yeah, he just has a hell of a lawyer. That's all it is.
Something else we learned.
Johnny Cochran's in the room with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Not too much on my boy. But anyways.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything bad. I'm complimenting Johnny Cochran's skills as an attorney.
Something else we learned is that it was actually Rishi who snuck into Dyker's house, wanting the edge on Tender because Harper has frozen him out of the equation, which wasn't on the bingo card, because I thought for sure this is, Tender messing with Dyker or something. But it makes sense that it's Rishi, right? Like, we saw him do something similarly nefarious in the first episode.
Yeah.
So they're back in this apartment.
Yeah, to set the scene a little bit, the PCP cigarette guy is over at the stereo cranking the music up incrementally. I just want to say, this episode, again, was directed by Michelle Saville. Expertly fucking directed end of this episode. My balls were in my throat as this guy's cranking the music up. Dyker, like you were just saying, Sena, like the guy from Stranger Things on the show.
Yeah.
Fucking Charlie Heaton, take a fucking bow, dude.
Please,
holy shit.
Please.
He is dialed in.
And then
Incredible.
maybe a Xanax, because he is so manic and scary.
Dude,
I mean, this is
crazy.
This is my nightmare. This is what I love about the show, is that I think that people think that first season industries, like, drugs are fun. Like, no, drugs are not fun. You end up in these apartments
talking about how your and your peers' lives are empty, are hollow, right? Like, there's nothing left.
Let's enter the philosophy corner, because Dyker says a lot of shit here.
He talks a lot of shit. And let's just say that, these guys do have a little bit in common. They're two failed fathers. They're two, men on the outs that are doing drugs together. So, and
are desperate to win, are desperate to claw their way back somehow, some way.
All right. So Jesse, what do you want to talk about? Because I just, Dyker spews a lot of bullshit, but I'm very curious, both of you, did you take any substance from what he was saying? We also get the episode title.
I wouldn't even call it all bullshit. I wouldn't even call it all bullshit, personally. Yeah, I think that they're, like, as much as it could be seen as like a coked out or ketted out, rant, there are parts of it that resonated with, like, for better or for worse, that resonated with me, right? I was just like, oh, like, this is
100%.
This is like someone that's holding on to the last rung of the ladder that can see anyways, Jesse, you go.
I'm sorry, there's straight up a dire wolf.
Dog?
There's a dire wolf barking outside my door right now.
Dire wolf is hilarious.
Well, Sena, I agree, but Jesse, like, what is the content of what he's saying? Like, what did it mean to you?
So early on in the episode, he references Kierkegaard a little bit when he's having this conversation with his ex, whatever, mother of his child, and she's like, she wants to write this piece about this woman who had sex with like 1,000 guys over 24 hours.
Bonnie Blue.
An allusion to
the
episode title. 1,000. All right, well, I'm going to keep moving. And he says, right, she's like, it's not even people, it's just numbers. And he says something like, yes, individuals reduced to abstraction. Kierkegaard. He just pulls that one out because he's a smart, well-read guy.
Easy. Yeah.
And then he starts spewing all this stuff. And like you're saying, yes, it's coked up, it's ketted out, whatever. But he's talking about how we're all just a means of production at this point. He says, like, we're just steam on the mirror. We're on a ghost ship. Nothing has depth. Nothing has traction. And I have to say, there are days when I get out of bed as the most nihilistic version of myself where I am like,
feel that way.
Nothing fucking matters, because what has happened to our society has been boiled down to, like, we look at our phones, we get whatever we want, whenever we want. We don't need to connect with anything. We aren't anything. We are just like little dots populating the globe, and nothing fucking matters. I'm not saying I agree with this all the time.
It's the enshittification of our reality. No, I agree with this almost every day.
Completely.
100%.
And he's like, again, this like deadbeat father thing is coming back in. Rishi's like, I have a son. That matters. That means something. And Dyker's like, no, it fucking doesn't. The kid's fucked either way. You come in, you come out, the kid's going to grow up fucked. And I don't know that I agree with that.
I agree. Whether you're involved or you're not, fucked. 100%.
It's crazy. He's like, we're just going to live and die spectators.
Can we discuss this Marilyn Monroe reference?
Yeah, so Dyker's like, our grandfathers painted pictures of Marilyn Monroe on the sides of bombers and firebomb Dresden. And then we can like conjure up. They don't even reference AI here.
We jerk off to a dozen gangbangs squirting Marilyns before dawn, and we wonder why we don't have the get up and go to go die in a war.
Now, you always accuse me of reading lines, but I'm glad you read that line.
That was a bar.
That's a verbatim line. And he's like, our grandfathers would be lucky to meet one Marilyn in their lifetime. And he's like, we can conjure up Marilyn Monroe using fucking AI generators anytime we want.
Like that. We can make one. Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's me being like weepy boy, like, you know, like you said, nihilist. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Man.
No, he gets at this like, men used to go to war and now we drink matcha and listen to fucking whatever, Lord, or whatever the case may be, but Claro.
I'm on the phone with two matcha drinking ass niggas, so I don't really, like, you know, like, I love you both, but...
Come on.
This was a coffee cold brew protein shake this morning, but thank you.
Much better. My bad. So much better.
Yeah.
All this is happening while the Good Samaritan, who, by the way, I thought he was going to, like, stab them or kill them.
I thought so too.
There's that added tension. He just turns out to be a good guy. When they are most going at each other, he's like, I'm going to go and get some beers.
Get out of here. I'm going to get the fuck out of here.
I'm going to get out of here.
Gabriel, you already referenced this, but thank you, industry, for introducing me to Vienna by Ultravox. That song, which I didn't know, holy shit, that song is fucking incredible. And it's like pumped up to max at this point.
I might be grasping at straws, but I think that there's like a really strong like Bret Easton Ellis streak running through this season.
So heavy.
I noticed it with Whitney, who's very like Patrick Bateman-esque, and Halberstram is the last name of a character in American Psycho.
Oh,
and then,
interesting.
I don't know if the guys read The Shards, but Bret Easton Ellis's most recent book, The Shards, has a huge section dedicated to the characters feeling and being moved by this specific song, Vienna. So,
wow. I feel like they have to have. That has to be knowing.
That's a crazy.
You're fucking smart, dude. You're smart.
A genius. No, that was really good.
But what I think's most pervasive about Bret Easton Ellis's philosophy in his books is just like you just said, Jesse, just such intense nihilism.
Yeah. The meanness. Yeah, the lack of faith.
Skin suits we wear and the
100%.
This show is so fucking on the money, man. Like, they are tapped into the global feeling right now. They know.
One thing that I can't like let us go without saying is that like we are watching live together. Like a secret police shoot people dead, right? Like with barely an excuse for it. All of us, no matter how much we're struggling, have like come as close as we can to giving up, right? Like when we're just like watching this happen and just talking about it online, and that's like the most we can do. Like there's no faith.
And then you scroll and you see an own goal in the Premier League. How funny is like? And then you scroll and you see AI slop. It's fucked.
And then there's Marilyn Monroe getting gangbanged.
And they've captured that feeling so perfectly. You know, it's like it's where we're at.
It's a bad feeling. It's an absolutely terrible feeling.
And it just gets worse.
It killed me to have to rewatch this episode, but I did it for the pod.
What can we do but drugs and sex and complain?
Well, I'll tell you what
everyone's doing.
Because it doesn't stop here. What happens next, guys?
Yeah, so Rishi goes to the bathroom, and I guess maybe it is ketamine because he gets himself up a little bit with the hidden coke stash that we imagine is because of his drug dealing. And the cops bang on the door for a noise complaint. He comes back and he sees that Dyker has OD'd. Also shades of Pulp Fiction, because that's just probably the most famous OD on film.
He called it.
In this scene, like Rishi is also getting these like white flashes of his wife kind of like haranguing him. And it's just a very dark place. Cops are there. He climbs out to the balcony. Question. Do you guys 100% think this is suicide, or is any part of it like some fucked up escape the cops kind of thing too?
It's a good question.
Based on the height, based on, how trepidatious he is climbing up there, or do you think he's
with the latter. I go with the latter.
You think he's trying to escape?
Yep, trying to escape. 100% for me.
I think it's a 6 of 1 situation for him. I think he's like, I'm going to jump and que sera,
whatever happens, happens.
Also, because Dyker says in the previous scene, "Oh, fuck out of here with your suicide. You're too selfish to commit suicide. Like you can't even imagine a world without yourself in it."
But we got a hint in the first episode that he was experimenting with some pills.
Definitely, it was that he tried to kill himself. I will say, as a little bit of inside baseball, Sagar Radia had on Chanel at the premiere. That's not the outfit of the man that cuts out halfway through the season.
Well, he jumps and he doesn't. I mean, let's talk about it.
Yeah, nothing sadder than a failed suicide attempt.
Yeah, it's devastating. So yeah, the cops break in.
Ankles fucking shot.
Well, he jumps, and you don't really know what happened. First of all, the fucking filmmaking is genius. He jumps and there's Set You Free. This song is playing in the background. And as he's about to jump, the fucking river is shimmering in the background. And it's like, screaming, set you free. And then he fucking jumps and you hear him crash. We don't really know what happened. He lands and then cue up a song that's having a huge fucking moment. Forever Young by Alphaville starts playing. And I got the chills up and down my whole body.
So as Rishi kind of like writhes on the ground, cops approaching, his ankles fucking busted.
Oh, disgusting.
The song choice could have totally been diegetic and being played in that apartment, but it sounds like it's not. And I'm curious, like, why you think Forever Young comes in here.
Well, I think this is going to be maybe a little bit of a roundabout answer. As we close in on Rishi's face and the cops have arrested him, his hands are tied or his hands are cuffed behind his back. He has this moment, the first moment of peace that he's felt in decades, probably since university, before Pierpoint. He's like, I can finally stop running at this point. I can finally just fucking get it's over. They've caught up with me. I don't have to keep doing this fucking thing. And it's like a really incredible, incredible moment to see that. So this Forever Young playing in the background, that youth is gone. I don't know. I mean, it just it's over for him.
It's over, but it's just beginning.
Yeah, but are we so back? We'll see.
I don't know. I feel like this might have been the swan song for Rishi.
I don't think you're right, and I hope you're not.
Where does he go? This is the logical endpoint for him.
We'll see.
Maybe back to what I said at the top of the show. Maybe he exits the show.
No,
because it would just be crazy if he gets back into the Stern Tao stealing secrets thing again.
All we've learned is that if anyone can pull a magic trick off, it's these two guys. It's Conrad and Mickey,
dude,
to show us how we can get there.
Look, I want Sagar Radia to be on my TV 100% of the time. I want him in every movie. I fucking love him as a performer. But this is the end of the road. I think this is the end of the road for Rishi. I think Forever Young, he's reflecting, he's looking back, this nostalgic. He had his fun, he had his laughs, and now it's fucking over. I don't understand. This was such a big send-off for a character, I think, that then for him to come back would be like, what, are we going to get a jail plot line with him?
It kind of flies in the face of that. Yeah, I get
or
that.
Like a hospital plot line. I don't think that we need that.
I wrote down Cigar Man, let him go. Like, Jesus Christ. He's just the shit he's gone through in the show.
Yeah,
wow.
Been through too much.
Also, Dyker dead, right? I called that.
Yeah, you did call that.
Yeah.
You totally called that.
You did. You said he would get murdered, though.
I did. He murdered himself. Okay. Let's take a little break, and when we come back, we'll get into the awards. And it's a hard episode to give awards for, but we'll try our best.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
This world will own you if you don't harden up.
All right, we are back, and we are giving out awards for what we deemed the darkest industry episode yet, Season 4, Episode 4, 1,000 Yoots, one Marilyn. Stock up. What do you guys got?
I got nothing.
Okay.
I got nothing for stock up.
Jay?
Do you?
Stock up. Fuck. I don't know.
Fuck. Yeah, no. Like,
I got some.
Alphaville is the only stock up I can think of.
I have synth pop.
Alphaville's good.
Synth
Pop's good. That's good.
Death
Stock
Taxes, Conrad and Mickey fucking riding for synth pop. I mean, they've like introduced me to a whole new genre through this TV
Nice.
show.
Stock up. Hayley.
True.
Yeah. No, my girl. Yeah, Kiernan's up. Yeah, that's true.
And then stock down literally everything else.
Everyone
The
else.
free
Yeah,
press.
everyone.
Dyker.
Modern society, cocaine.
Wait, Barry
usage.
Weiss's free press? Or the
It's
the
all
general
down.
free press?
You think Barry's a listener to this pod?
Yeah, I
If
think
so,
I think she's a big
fuck
fan.
you.
Needle drop of the episode. We have a few options. Happiness, this song from Molly Nielsen that plays in this like bright and cheery Muck just won the conference kind of moment. And then, just 4 songs in this finale. All on You by Paris Angels, like this hard techno beat.
Such a great.
Vienna by Ultravox. Set You Free by Entrance, and Forever Young by Alphaville. I'm actually going to go with Vienna.
Me
I'm
too.
going with Forever Young.
I'm going Vienna too. It just worked
respect.
so well in the background. Like it changed the whole tenor of the scene.
Haunting.
Yeah, it was incredible.
And then do we have a best aphorism of the episode?
I said earlier, sincerity is the world's rarest commodity. I
like
liked
that one.
I had that down.
I also liked when Dyker says, we've built an interface with the world, which gives us what we want, but not what we want to want. That was a good one.
Which is a really good callback also to episode 1 with Whitney's conversation with. Yeah, that was really good.
I also had, baby, not a single one of us is getting out of this alive.
I like that.
From
Those are 3
Hayley.
good ones.
Most Britishism. I got one from the editor, Dyker's editor. It's not so crazy, but I just loved his line delivery. Would love to brain Norton and scatter the pieces all over his chessboard.
I like that. I learned a new bit of slang, which is when Rishi needs to go to the bathroom, he says, I need a slash. And I really like that.
That was a good one, too.
That was
good
probably
one.
my favorite.
Well, guys, that's the episode. And
Oh boy.
What an episode it was,
Doozy.
fellas.
what do you guys think is coming next?
I
Or
fuck
trip
if I know.
to Ghana, maybe. I think we're heading towards the edge of the cliff with the tender battle.
Yeah, it's time. Yeah, it's time. It's the face-off time. I said it was going to reach a fever pitch this episode, and I wasn't completely wrong. And I think next episode definitely we're at war.
I got my eyes on Eric because I feel like he has been, maybe as a character and as a performer, a little underserved this season. I'd like to see.
He's going to have a moment, though. They know how to
something
use
for
their
him.
people.
Yeah, that's true. So,
Yeah.
All right, guys. Woo.
All right.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus is right.
Stay safe out there. Don't do ketamine with fired journalists who might have been
It's sage advice.
transgressing or with degenerate gamblers. Maybe just like stay out of that
Yeah,
room.
just don't do drugs, huh? Hey,
like
kids, don't do drugs.
What did Abel Ferrara say to us, Sena? Crack is whack.
Crack is whack.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
All right,
Thanks,
peace.
guys. Later.